Hi, I'm Anne, and welcome to the Nomadic Kitchen. Now, I'm no professional chef. I'm just here to learn to cook one recipe at a time. And together, we can try fun pescatarian and vegetarian recipes from A to Z. So, if you're interested, grab your apron and let's cook. Welcome back to the Nomadic Kitchen. And as I said, our recipes will be from A to Z. So we'll be cooking something that starts with the letter A right down to Z on a weekly basis. So the letter for this week is A. And guess what we'll be cooking? Drum roll, please. Aubergines! Well, I drew this. It's probably a bit tacky, but you get the picture. But anyway, before we start our cooking, let's go shopping. So we went to the supermarket, we got our ingredients. And for this, we have two medium aubergines, one red bell pepper, some garlic, chickpeas, some chopped tomatoes, some vegetable broth, and or seasonings, smoked paprika, some crushed chilies, ground cumin, or salt and a black pepper, and some olive oil. So let's learn to cook. So the first thing we're going to do is wash and peel our eggplant. Our eggplant is already washed, so we're gonna peel. And I peel stuff in my hands. Do not try this at home if you're not good with knives. I'm not a professional with knives, but I can peel things in my hand. And ensure that your knife is sharp when you're doing this. Well, not too sharp where it can cut you. This is not a recipe that I've created. This is a recipe that I've found. And as I said, we're just learning to cook vegetarian and pescatarian dishes. So our aubergine is peeled. Let's get rid of this garbage. Now we're going to cube our aubergines. We're going to cut it in cubes. We're going to that in half first. And that's our aubergine cut in half. Well, in cubes, sorry. So the first thing we're going to cook is our aubergines, and we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to our pot. We're gonna add our aubergines to the pot and season with salt and pepper. We're gonna cook our aubergines until they are light brown, according to the recipe. The steps in the recipe. Bear in mind, aubergines are like sponge. They suck the oil out of the pot. So we're gonna go in with some salt. And some black pepper. I'm gonna give that a stir. So our aubergines are getting brown. Aubergines are very easy to cook. So we're going to set this aside in a dish. Yep. We'll try this out. Don't touch food with your hands. So in this same pot, let me turn the heat down a bit. We're going to saute our onions, our red onion, and our garlic. And we're going to add our red bell peppers that were diced. Until they're a bit cooked through. Now with our onion and garlic and sweet pepper, we're going to add our smoked paprika, about a teaspoon, our ground cumin, and our chili peppers. I like spice. And we're going to give that a stir. If you see my face at a while ago, it's that spice that just hit me. Now to our pot, we're going to add our chopped tomatoes. Tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. We're going to add our can of chopped tomatoes. Also, bear in mind, this is your pot. Add your salt where you need it and your black pepper for taste. And we're going to add our chickpeas to this. Not with the water, we're going to drain our chickpeas. So we're going to drain this water off it. Okay? Be right back. So we're going to add our chickpeas to the pot. And we give it a stir. As I said, adjust your seasoning according to your choice. Adjust your salt and your pepper taste. Now, to our tomato and our chickpea, we're going to add our vegetable broth. So we're going to add half of this, not all of this. How do I know it's half? I have no idea. Just assuming it's half. Keeping our fingers crossed that this tastes good. We're gonna let that simmer for a bit before we add back our aubergines. So we're going to add our aubergines to our pot. And we are going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. So if you realize I only use one aubergine because that one medium aubergine was enough. Right now, this meal can serve for 4 persons. Yeah. And now we wait. So we can turn our pot off. Now we're gonna serve this up with some flatbread. So we're gonna serve this up with some flatbread, yeah? This is hot flatbread. This flatbread is hot. Just came out of the oven. That was quick, right? This is a quick recipe, a very quick recipe. I never knew it would be so quick. But anyway, let's eat. Look at it. Yummy. Girl, you got that yummy, yummy. So this is a quick vegan meal, yeah? A very quick vegan meal. So we're going to try this. It is very hot. It is very hot today, especially in the kitchen. Yeah. So sorry. This is hot. So let's try it with our flatbread. Mm. For a person who doesn't love tomatoes, um, maybe put less tomatoes because this has a lot of tomato. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. Which is the right one? I keep burning myself.